Welcome students, subject mathematics, standard 8th. Content part 2, chapter number 13, concurrence of triangles. Points to remember. Let us revise. Test for concurrency of triangles. First one, SAS test, that means side angle side test. If two sides and the included angles of a triangle are congruent with two corresponding sides and the included angle of the other triangle, then the triangles are congruent with each other. Look at the figure. In triangle ABC and triangle LMN, side length of AB is equal to side length of LM. Now, side length of BC is equal to side L length of MN. Now, measurement of angle ABC is equal to measurement of angle LMN. That means angle B and angle M is equal, congruent. Therefore, triangle ABC is concurrence triangle LMN. So, therefore, this test is considered as SAS test. Second point, SSS test, that means side test. If three sides of a triangle are congruent with three corresponding sides of the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. It is a scalene triangle. Look at the figure. In triangle PQR and triangle XYZ, length of PQ is equal to length of XY. Length of QR is equal to length of YZ. Length of RP is equal to length of ZX. Look at the figure. When you similar both the triangles, triangle PQR is congruent to triangle XYZ. Therefore, it is called SSS test. Third point, ASA test, that means angle side angle test. If two angles of a triangle and a side included by them are congruent with two corresponding angles and the side included by them of the other triangle, then the triangles are congruent with each other. Look at the figure. If triangle XYZ and triangle DEF, length of XZ is equal to length of DF, and angle X is congruent to angle D and angle Z is congruent to angle F. Therefore, triangle XYZ congruent triangle DEF. Therefore, it is a ASA test. Point number 4, AAS test. If two angles of a triangle and a side not included by them are congruent with corresponding angles and a corresponding side not included by them of the other triangle, then the triangles are congruent with each other. Look at the figure. In triangle ABC and triangle DEF, length of BC is equal to length of EF. Angle A is congruent angle D. Angle B congruent angle E. Then triangle ABC congruent triangle DEF. Therefore, it is called AAS test. Point 5, hypotenuse side test. If the hypotenuse and the side of a right angled triangle are congruent with the hypotenuse and the corresponding sides of the other right angle triangle, then two triangles are congruent with each other. Look at the figure. In triangle ABC and triangle LMN, angle B is equal to angle M. That means both the angle B side and the angle M side is equal to 90 degree. Then hypotenuse AC congruent hypotenuse LN and length of AB is equal to length of LM. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent triangle LMN. Therefore, it is called hypotenuse side test. Now, mind the 2 points. The sum of the measure of the angles in a triangle is 180 degree. If two sides of an angle not included by them are congruent with corresponding parts of the other, then the two triangles are not necessarily congruent. Practice set 13.2. Question number 1. In each pair of triangles given below, parts shown by identical marks are congruent. State the test and one-to-one correspondence of vertices by which triangles in each pair are congruent and remaining congruent parts. Question number 1. Look at the figure. It is a rectangle. Now each sides of the angles are 90 degree. Now MT is the common sides of both the angles. In triangle MST and triangle TBM, side MS congruent to side TB given in the figure. Angle MST congruent to angle TBM. Its form right angle. Side MT is common. Now, by hypotenuse side test, triangle MST congruent to triangle TBM. Now, the remaining corresponding congruent parts of triangle MST and triangle TBM are side ST congruent to side BM, angle SMT congruent to angle BTM, angle STM congruent to angle BMT. It is a hypotenuse side test. In triangle PRQ and triangle TRS, side PR is congruent to side RT given in the figure. Side QR congruent to side RS given in the figure. Angle PRQ congruent to angle SRT. It is vertically opposite angles. Therefore, by SAS test, triangle PRQ congruent to triangle TRS. Now, the remaining congruent parts are side PQ congruent to side TS, angle RPQ congruent to angle RTS, angle PQR congruent to angle TSR. Third number, look at the figure. In triangle DHC and triangle DFC, angle DCH congruent to angle DCF given in the figure. Angle DHC congruent to angle DFC given in the figure. Side DC is common. Therefore, by angle side test, that means AAS test, triangle DHC congruent to triangle DFC. Now the remaining parts of the angles are congruent parts of the angles are side DC is common. Therefore, side DH congruent to side DF and side HC congruent to side FC. Angle HDC congruent to angle FDC is the answer. Question number 2. In the adjacent figure, seg AD congruent to seg EC, which additional information is needed to show that triangle ABD and triangle EBC will be congruent by AAS test. That means angle side test. We have to find out. Now, look at the triangle. In triangle ABD and triangle EBC, side AD is congruent to side EC given in the figure. Angle ABD congruent to angle EBC, vertically opposite angle. Therefore, to show that triangle ABD and triangle EBC will be concurrent by ankle side test, that means AAS test. One of the following is needed: angle BAD congruent to angle BCE, or angle BDA congruent to angle BEC. I hope you all understood the above sums. Thank you.